Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And today I just want to tie this lesson, the end of the world. Because where else could we be in this time but the end, where everything is about to be summed up? You know, the times of the Gentiles being fulfilled, the tolls. When you read the statue of Daniel, we at the last part, man, coming to the conclusion, the climax of the scene. And these events on the planet Earth are signs. You know, so matter of fact, let's start off with this in the book of St. Matthew, the 24th chapter. In the 3rd verse, it reads, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?" See? So, as you can see, concerning the return of Yahushua, this is really a private matter. It's only for his disciples. You know, the believers, those that love his appearing. Those are the ones that's, that's in the know concerning his return. Because everyone has access to the Bible, but they don't have access to Yahushua. And that's by the way of the understanding, man. You know, so this is a private matter concerning the return of the Lord. As these things happen in the earth, only a few will really pick up on it and know what's going on. Matter of fact, let's get this real quick in the book of 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra chapter 8. And verse 61, it reads, "And therefore is my judgment now at hand. These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee, and a few like thee." See? So the judgment is now at hand, but guess what? Only a few like-minded, you know, in the same mindset of Ezra's, which ultimately all goes back to the elect. The elect are the ones that the Lord has shown us to. You know? It says, "Then answered I and said, Behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders which thou wilt begin to do in the last times, but at what time thou hast not showed me." So now we in the last times. So we actually see and hear these things that were spoken of old. We actually see it, you know, literally, as well as the understanding. You know, you see it and hear it, and we get it, we understand it, as well as these events taking place, man. You know, but it's only for a few. Going back to that private matter of the return of our Lord. Because all these things going on, these people still doing the same old bullshit. Eating, drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage. Like I said, as in the days of Noah. You know? Just going by their day. Their prophecies, you know, get some. So going back, St. Matthew 24, in verse 4, it says, "And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I'm the anointed, and shall deceive many." And yeah, we in the height of deception. You know, where you got these different false outlets, from a nigga actually saying he's the Lord, to some guy on a podcast telling you steps how to, you know, these are the false messiahs, man. A career, a degree. These are the things that's perceived as a form of outlet, you know, aid. Yet prophecy is going to stop all that, man. Yahushua is the one that's going to relieve us. Not these. That's why I talks about. He mentions that the water you drink of that well, you're gonna thirst again. The things of this world, but the water that He's gonna give, we're not gonna thirst again, man. That's why motherfuckers get a degree. They gotta go back and get another one. A nigga win the championship, he gotta go back to the gym and try to win another one. He got a 3-peat now. Like I said, a podcaster. How to get you a Lamborghini and all the women. These are false hopes, man. You know. It says, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See, and this is where we at. We at the height of that to where this is the norm to hear about weapons being shipped, a weapons shipment, or an increase in military budget, alliances. These are the things that's the norm now here in this earth. And is at a high rate. Because a nigga might say war has always been in the earth, but not like this. To where you got terms such as world war, nuclear war. You know? These certain terms show you where we at in this process at the end. The climax of prophecy. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. See? All these things are here. It talks about nation against nation. There's race wars. From kingdom against kingdom, all the way to world war. Everything else in between. Food wars, class wars. So war on all levels, as well as famines. From literally bread and water to even a lack of answers. People are going to be in want of answers. That's going to be a resource. Pestilences, the plagues, the different diseases, and earthquakes, which you got literal earthquakes to where you got a earthquake tracking app because it's such the norm, as well as earth-shaking events. When that Crown Vic happened, it wasn't a region that was affected. No, the whole earth had to wear a mask. And guess what? Another earthquake that's about to take place. The CHIP, the MOTB being implemented. That's going to be an earthquake. That's going to shake the earth up, man. This is how we know we at the end. And the Lord said, all these are the beginning of sorrow. See, this is just the beginning. And you're going to know you're in the climax of it when no one have to expound on it. You're going to be clear and obvious you're in Jacob's trouble. It's going to be clear and obvious that this society is not going to bounce back and revive somehow. Let's go to 2 Ezra 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before. See, that's how we know we in the end. These different sayings, as we just read in Matthew 24, our Lord said, these certain things would happen. Wars and rumors of wars and famines and pestilence and earthquakes. Right now, I bet December 31st, it's an article on the earthquakes, it's an article on the pestilence, it's an article on the famine, it's an article on war. And the most best bet, the date is December 31st, man. 24 to 48 hours before recent news. So all of these things are happening at the same time, at a high rate. And these things were spoken of old. It said, then shalt thou understand. See, going back to ultimately, it was for those, the initiated, the believers, to give us a gauge of what we get in this process as the disciples inquire, when shall these things be, and of the end of the world. So these events is like a clock. That's why you see Elon being put out there, BG, these tech guys being put on the forefront to contribute to this system, this digital system being implemented, show you what we at in this process. We at the end, man. The time is up. It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, and that's the world of Edom. Then shalt thou select it. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. See? And ain't that's the norm when you hear about uprisings, governments, rebellions? As I mentioned earlier, the earthquakes as well as the earth-shaking events. These are the things that we see it. It says, then shalt thou well understand. See, as we get closer and closer to the perfect day, seeing things through the testimony of Yahweh Shai is becoming clearer and clearer. You know? It said, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So this is what we see. We seeing the manifest ending. We seeing Slakia. We seeing the end manifesting. Just like someone on their deathbed, they become pale. They might be coughing up blood. You know, the words are slurred. You know, they ain't got the strength that they once had. They don't eat. They lost weight. The spirit's being taken away. So this is what we're seeing with America, the so-called white man, and this system as a whole. You know, and ultimately the Lord is going to put the icing on the cake by the way of World War III. But we are in the end, and it's being made manifest and clear. We are in the end of the world. So yeah, I just hope that we're edifying. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that's teaching his word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. Shalom.